I've been reading The Porn Damaged Brain. It's a neuroscience book that is focused on how porn has damaged us from a neuroscience and Christian perspective. The dope part about it is that it has a Christian foundation, but what interested me is that it can kind of be applied to more things than porn or lust, even though that is one of the biggest problems that we as Christians or just people have. Something that it made me think about is, and if we just speak about lust, we look at lust or whatever it is we're addicted to that we don't like. It could be a person, it could be a place, it could be a thing, it could be a drug. We look at it as we lost ourselves to this addiction. We are broken and we're just chained to this problem, thing, person, whatever it is. In this case, we can say lust, but apply it to all of your life, right? And so the issue is that we're not just addicted. We're not addicted to this thing itself. What happens is that we become addicted to novelty. Novelty is the newness, something that is new, something that provides a stimulus that is unpredictable, that is not the same as before. And so a lot of times we hear this word dopamine, right? And it's not just that this thing that we do gives us dopamine, because a lot of the times, let's say if it's lust, let's say if it's porn, let's say it's the guy that you can't get away from, that you know is not good for you. When you meet with that person, I know you have that moment in your head and you're like, why did I do that? It's like the after, that clarity after. You know, why did I do that? Was that right? Like, it felt horrible. So is it really the thing that you're addicted to or the pursuit? So that brings us to this understanding that we aren't just addicted and broken to these things. We've gotten stuck in the pursuit, in being so connected to the pursuit. We get addicted to the pursuit towards something new, the pursuit towards novelty. That's why you always feel that moment. You feel that moment of just like, why did I go out? Why did I go to the club? Why did I spend that money? Why didn't you just feel happy after you spent it and you just like, whatever? Now there's clarity. And so in my notes here, if we bring up the core points of what's going on, is that you have a predictable reward, which is this thing that you do, right? But when it gets predictable to you and you do it so many times, now you have a lower dopamine release. And so now unpredictable rewards gives you higher dopamine. And we condition ourselves to have this high activation from uncertainty and newness. And so actually our issue is the pursuit of novelty. We need newness all the time. We need newness all the time. So that's why we can't stop ourselves in our tracks. And so there's a process that goes on that helps us understand this. And so if we look at our brain, right? There's the VTA, which is in our brain. It releases the dopamine. It's the signal booster. It says, this is exciting. This thing is exciting. And then we go to the nucleus accumbens. This is where it creates the craving. It creates this is something that I have to do. Like, I have to do this. I have to do this. We have to do this because we know that we're going to get a reward. We're going to get some kind of release of dopamine. We're going to get this release of this feeling. We're going to feel whatever satisfaction is for us. So the nucleus accumbens is that second stage. It's what is a big driver. So you have the signal booster, the signal, hey, this is exciting, the VTA. Then we go to the nucleus accumbens. Hey, We love this. We need this. We want this. And then we move on to the third place, which is in our brain. We call this the prefrontal cortex. Many people know about the prefrontal cortex. It is the decision maker. It is I wanted to relate it to the Holy Spirit's conviction. It's the moment where you sit there and say, is this a good idea? Should I go here? Should I watch this type of thing, this video? Should I watch porn? Should I go have sex with this person? Should I smoke this? Should I, whatever it is, the prefrontal cortex is where you have that conversation with self. It's that conviction moment. It's where the Holy Spirit lies and says, hey, do this or don't do this. So because of our issues with repeated novelty and us having this repeated pursuit towards whatever it is, we weaken the prefrontal cortex. So that's step 3. So the step 1, signal booster. Hey, this is exciting. Step 2, craving, nucleus accumbens, right? Then prefrontal cortex, again, it is the decision making process. It's the judge. It's the conviction. The Holy Spirit is there speaking to us, right? And because of the repeated conditioning, now where that prefrontal cortex, that judgment becomes harder to listen to. Now we can't follow that anymore. So even in you get that moment, should I do this? Nah, I shouldn't do it. You do it because the judge has less. It's that God's voice, right? Let's say, or whatever you want to say, however you want to define it. I bring it to the Lord. That voice is there, but we listen to it less. We react to it less. So instead of us hearing it loudly and reacting to it before the decision is made, we hear it loudly after the decision is made. Why did I do this? The guilt comes in. That was wrong. What did we just do? What did we just bring ourselves to? Our brain gives us that feeling. And that comes from the prefrontal cortex. And that's why novelty is something that we should study. You should study novelty in your life. Like, can you live without newness all the time? Can you live with silence? Because you don't want to get lost in pursuit of newness. Pursuit of newness will ruin you. New should not beat stable in stillness. You don't always need a new experience. You don't always need a new boyfriend or girlfriend. You don't always need a new hobby. You don't always need a new reel to watch. You don't always need to watch anything. Stillness and stableness should be your baseline. And that right there is going to help you have better decision making. Your prefrontal cortex will be able to send proper signals to you that you can actually react to and listen to. It will not be weak. We have to understand that desire does not mean truth.